Welcome back to the Mr. Big Fact Show. Now, it's been a little while since I've been online. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I do, working my ass off, making money, just doing what any responsible man with a family has to do. Now, I want to talk about something today, guys. Now, y'all know Dane Callaway, right? Dane Callaway is a very intelligent brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have no issues with him. He runs a great channel. He talks about black people being indigenous to America and so on and so forth. Now, my only issue with Dane is that I don't like the fact that he's always trying to distance black people from being African. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what good that's going to bring. And he's always trying to put black people in the same category as basically being Native American Indians. And I don't know. I don't too agree with that. But other than that, Dane Calloway, for me, is an intelligent brother, and I respect him, and I always listen to his content. Now, let's talk about this. He exposed Tariq Nasheed in a video that I'm going to play right after I'm finished speaking. He exposed Tariq Nasheed for the fraud that he is. And nowadays, you're realizing that the FBA movement is DOA, dead on arrival. It's been DOA. You understand what I'm saying? Tariq Nasheed is being exposed for the fraud that he is, okay? Now, in the video, Dane is going to talk about the fact that this man is bought and paid for, you understand, by certain people in the, high society, as they call it, right? Y'all got to understand something. I'm going to make this short. I'm going to play this video, but I'm going to just lay out a couple points to y'all. Let me say something. There's black people that look like me and you that don't like black people. There are black people that are bought and paid for to keep us, the masses, dumbed down, to keep us stupid. And this is one of the niggas that do that. This is a main nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to get up on your feet. They don't want you to think critically. They want to tell you that the immigrants are your problem, the black immigrants, preferably that look like you, because, if you really dig deep, you'll realize that black immigrants are always the first ones to take up arms and fight. You know what I'm saying? The black Americans that are here and were here in America were beaten down into submission where they were afraid to fight. They were afraid to go at it with the white man because of the repercussions, you know what I'm saying? So if you look at the history, dudes like Marcus Garvey, dudes like Kwame Ture, Stokely Carmichael, even Malcolm X being a half FBA, and his whole philosophy was by any means necessary. So they want you to gravitate away from that and be that docile black person that just obeys the rules and, just be subservient and obedient to the white man. You know what I'm saying? And, Martin Luther King, shout out to him, but he was the guy that was like, we shall overcome, and equality and whatnot. And this is the reason why a lot of people say blacks have not progressed because of this. And people are saying after Martin Luther King realized that he was basically leading his people into a burning house, actually, that's when they actually got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? When he woke up and he said, man, this is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? And today, this is what we have in America, where black people believe that they can have a separate nation from the United States of America. And guys, I'm just break the bad news. It's not going to happen. They're not going to allow it. You have submitted to being part of the American hegemony, whatever they call it, the American society. So there's no, I'm black and I need a black nation and I need 20 states and whatever people are talking about. That's not going to happen. That's only going to happen outside of America. And to be honest with you, I don't even think they're going to make you leave. This is the reason why they make you hate on immigrants. This is the reason why they tell you these countries are poor and everybody's suffering and all that. And a lot of y'all go for it hook, line, and sinker. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me just end it by saying this. Tariq Nasheed was exposed, okay? He's being exposed every day by a lot of people on YouTube, preferably people like Tahaka Bay, finding out his real name, the Pan-Africanism Strikes Back, and a lot of other people, including myself, are exposing this man for who he truly is. And now the pressure is on, the heat is on, so he's now trying to file lawsuits on people, trying to do order protections on people, because people were gaining on him. They're gaining on him and they're getting his information and they're getting close to him, so he's getting scared, right? And he's using the tactics of a snitch, a rat, and whoever he has behind him, he's using them to basically dox people and try to get rid of other people's channels. You understand what I'm saying? He was caught. He was caught saying that he has tenants in the so-called museum that a lot of you idiots are claiming is a museum. He bought property and is getting paid for it, okay, with your money. And y'all are sitting here and have the audacity to say he's bought a museum. He hasn't bought anything that's not a museum. Y'all got to open your eyes, man, and y'all got to start thinking on your own. A lot of these people don't want to see you as a black person. They don't want to see you thinking critically. They want you to be dumb because that's the only way they can look smart and they can have their little secret society, their little upper echelon group. You know what I'm saying? And they're all working for the European. Anyway, let's play the video, guys. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, like, peace.
Tariq Nasheed as well. Now listen, because I actually, this when we first had our when I first interviewed you, and I appreciate you. Everybody, go to that fucking interview that I did with Dane Callaway. That was a fucking dope ass fucking interview. A spontaneous interview that happened 6 in the fucking morning. It was a dope ass interview, and I appreciate you on that, King. However, I fuck with both parties. Now, I seen the shit, the skit, or whatever that he put out with that, the bear or whatever, this, that, and third, right? Now, I want to say, this is not to cause any friction. I would like to try to be the mediator. But I speak to you more. I don't speak to him, but I like both of y'all shit. However, why is this happening? Because I don't know where it stemmed from. What is your thoughts on that video that he put up? The recent video with that bear shit, whatever?
Oh, I don't know what he put up. I don't watch him. But see, the thing is that like, you know, certain people they're not understanding what type of position he's playing. They feel as though I'm a threat. So they send their little gatekeepers that look like you and I in order to try to suppress my message from getting out. I mean, but I knew he wasn't legit from the start. That's the reason why he not man enough to have a one-on-one conversation with me. He's an agent. He definitely working for somebody. And the reason why I know he working for somebody is because he changed his name also. But I already put out my video on him. It's about an hour and a half long. That was months ago. Well,
I seen it.
3 or 4 months ago. And but that's all I need to say. That with him doing, if he's still talking about me right now, then you know he guilty.
The only reason why I say that is because people are watching what's going on both ends, right? And me, I'm just trying to at least try to see if there any amends can happen, not to you know what I'm saying? You know, try to make it worse than what it is, because we all brothers at the end of the day. So I hope y'all can make amends on some kind of level. I don't know, but I want to try.
That boy is bought and paid for.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you why you say that. How, you know?
I can confirm it. I already confirmed half of it on a video. The other half, I know I can be sued if I put it out. I could be sued because he could try to take that as defamation, but it's not false information. I know who he worked for.
Oh, wow.
He know that. That's why he trying to, like, I mean, for real, honestly, bro, I haven't said anything since that. He has on multiple occasions. That means that he's guilty. Like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't need to say anything. And by the way, the video that I did put on my channel was a response to the first one that he did. Keep that in mind. He was upset with me the entire time. All because I aired him out on Twitter. Because I caught him before he came out with that, he was about to come out with a documentary copying my entire script of what I wrote. And I called him out on it, like, don't do it. I'ma sue you. Notice how he not talking about that documentary on Bill Cosby no more. That's all that was. But he wanted to make it a big deal. I'm like, okay, you sure? Because I got a following just as well as you do. And people gonna see. People gonna see what's up. I don't gotta say nothing. My work, I am the researcher. All he doing is talking. It's a big difference. But yeah, but I got my lawyers in contact with his. And that's how I knew that he got an immigrant lawyer. That person is Chinese. They know what's up. They know. I sent the cease to desist, all that. All that stuff is, like, I'm telling you, bro. But it's deeper than that, though, because I'm like, well, why twist up the narrative? Him and Joe Brown, all of them was, they were trying to twist up my narratives, make it seem like I'm a bad guy. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. All it is was try to discredit me. That's all that was, but it didn't work. But I'm not worried about that. To me, that's old news. So if he's still talking about me right now, look who the winner is. That's all it is, and that's not, bigging myself up, but I know I put in a lot of work in this thing, and ain't nobody about to just walk me over,
I like both of y'all work, and I'm gonna leave it right here. I ain't gonna ask some more questions. I just want to see, even though I think it's not gonna happen,
it's definitely not gonna happen, brother. It's not. He's not legit. He's not legit. I'm not gonna hang around people that's not legit. Like, I'm actually, I've been on here for 4 hours with you.
Right.
He ain't gonna do that with nobody else. You never gonna see him do something like that with somebody.
Wow.
It's because of what type of person he working for, or people. But yeah, man, I'm not, let them fall for that. Let them fall for that. Like, my thing was that he was trying to copy my entire thing as far as the indigenous people, the aboriginal people.
Right.
But we already know what he was talking about prior to that, on top of that. So he been flip-flopping every 2 to 3 years just to keep his money flowing. And I understand that he got a family and some children to take care of. That's not a knock. But don't try to knock me in the process, because I'm going to knock you down. And I'm going to air you out. Because ain't nobody indigenous with a Muslim name. Not to this land.
Shit. Alright, so we gonna leave it right there, because I was gonna ask how you feel about the reparations march. But besides that, you don't have
March?
Not the march, but the shit that he just did.
It's all a gimmick, trying to get money from other people that actually want reparations. That actually want to see something for our people. But all that is showboating. That's all it is. It's showboating. Watch, nothing happens out of that. Nothing. And he's crying about white supremacy, and he turn around and say that his answer is a museum. It's all about money for those type of people, but trying to exploit our community this entire time. That's what I'm trying to tell people. It's more than just him. It's way more than just him that's doing this exact same thing right now, but people just don't see it because he managed to be able to be a person where certain people could look past his wrongdoings based off of what persona he puts out there, which is a character, because he's actually not like that in person. But yeah, so I mean, of course he doing his little jokey stuff and like he act like a broke little comedian. He not who he say he is. And the only reason why he's staying up afloat is because of the people behind him. And I know this. I know those people because I told you those people came after me, asking me wanting to get down. And I told them no. This is the reason why they were attacking me, because I turned them down. I said, no, I'm not about to sell my people out.
Well, I ain't gonna ask that question.
I told you who it was. I told you who it was. The people that they, certain people on YouTube would claim Illuminati or stuff like that. That's real, but they're called something else. But they do follow by the skull and bones. They are Freemasons. They are, and I can say that. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that on here. They are Freemasons, and they looking for people to get down. As far as their clique, as far as people of color's clique, it's called the Boule. You might have heard that from Steve Coakley. Yeah. Steve Coakley mentioned the Boule, the Sigma Pi Phi. But you also have the Alpha Phi Alphas. Then you got the Deltas. Then you got a whole list of these so-called secret societies that are out there. And they are working against our people. Like, for example, didn't you see what Shaq said to Kyrie?
Yeah.
Shaq is a Freemason. So is LeBron. LeBron is wearing the Baphomet on his back right now as a tattoo. And what I mean by Baphomet is modified because he has the Shriner version, meaning that he is Sigma Pi Phi. If you look at the logo for Sigma Pi Phi, you're going to see that that's the same logo that he got on his back. So it is what it is. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to do me, and I'm not about to join no society in order to get down with these people. That's selling my people short. I'm not doing that. And this is what they're trying to force Kyrie to do. They're trying to force Kyrie to get down. This is what they do. They attack, and they tell you that. They attack the person first in order for that person, hopefully in order for that person to raise a white flag in their hopes. Okay? But yeah, they've been down. Joe Brown, he's Alpha Phi Alpha. Our incident, I got him to fess up to it. I got him to fess up to who he worked for. I said, who sent you? Who do you work for? And it took a while, but he eventually started stating names and what degree